Here's the traveling messenger for you again. From the protecting confinements of my caravan, because it's getting towards 40 outside and the flies are nagging. So I go out early in the morning and late afternoon. That's when it gets bearable, and I think the colors are most intriguing. However, I would like you to get inspired about the beautiful benefits of traveling. I've been on the road for 2.5 years now, and I would dare say that it's a lot cheaper than what you could imagine. Of course, if you like to apply the usual distractions, like going to amusement parks and enjoying the comfort of the next beautiful caravan park and so on, you would have to spend probably $1,000 or more per week. But if you live like I do, and I enjoy the benefits, I dare say, of traveling, you spend about $250 a week, $300 maybe. That's cheap. What you reckon? To come to terms with your own life, there are certain attributes we like to see met. One of them is fulfillment, another would be happiness. Both attributes we are conditioned by society. We like to connect to money. Money can buy us things, money can buy us freedom, money can buy us time, and so on and so forth. But as I just stated, it takes very little money to have all the time in the world. If you can convince your family to join you, then everything's possible. I used to have my children taught by School of Correspondence. I learned about couples with their children crossing the world's ocean. And I asked the principal of the school how these children would go about learning. And he just said, "Oh, don't you worry. They learn more than any other pupil ever will at school." And I thought, that's great. That's the Australian spirit at work. So here we are. I'm German born, as you probably already figured. I migrated to Australia in the early 70s and supported a family of 6 by running a farm, running a pottery tourist enterprise. So that's for you to know where I'm coming from. Now I'm traveling, and I think of the great benefits it has to travel. See, there is two basic ways of getting closer to what you are as a human being. And that is, either you meet your own silence, which is more or less an Asian way of approaching things. You enter your own inner space and get to know what it is that you are. Or, and I think Australia is offering a great opportunity to do so, you enter nature. You just drive along and get out of your car, spend your time in nature, because you see, what we all know by now is that matter, the world that we live in, the body that we live in, is made of atoms. And these atoms are ultimately a vibrating, oscillating form of energy. That kind of energy you find everywhere in nature. And spending time there, your body automatically gets to harmonize with the vibration it finds around itself. See, that's the reason why we have plants in the house and that we like to walk around shorelines, a water body, because it resonates with who we are. It resonates with our biological body. And because it resonates, we feel what it means to be recreated, to be loaded up with energy, to express what our life has to contribute. But now I would like to show you what I've learned on my travels and how the environment could actually fascinate me. I would appreciate if you wanted to leave a comment about what I'm trying to convey to you and how you receive it. I mean, never mind. Just write whatever you like. I will learn from it. Thank you. See you later. Although the Utnadatta track leads into nowhere, that nowhere also seems to be very appealing to our soul. It opens us up and gives us a bit of that vastness into our lives. We expand and change totally. Here we can discover what it means to walk on an ocean floor. Millions of years ago, all this was a seabed, an ocean floor. And now we can just walk on it and breathe. What a fascinating thing to do. Here I am at the T-intersection to Roxby Down. Further on I will be going to Lake Eyre, and my fascination just did not stop looking at this former seafloor where you could see that the water had shaped this environment for millions of years.